Right, I am now going to show you how to make a classic wide headrail. First of all, you check the sticker to determine whether it's a left control or a right control, whether it's a left bunch or a split bunch, and whether it's 127 or 89mm. And on this occasion, it's a 127. First of all, you put the headset on the end of the tilt rod, then using the drill, just feed it through nice and slow. Then you get your shaft pin, like so. Get your pliers and fasten it on to make sure that it doesn't come off. Then using your Stanley blade, just take away the remaining burrs and then check that it continuously turns when the end set is on. Then you take a look at the sticker and determine how many runners this blind is going to need. And on this occasion, it's 10 runners.
Or you can check the paperwork for the information.
Yeah, you can also check the paperwork for the information. So you get your runners, give them a spray with a silicone. Do you want to see there? Count them out. As you can see, I've counted 10 after checking the sticker. Then you get your cord drive and stick it on the last runner, as shown there. Then, as you can see the holes, I'm now going to put the tilt rod through them. Then at the end of the headrail, when you do a 127 blind or an 89, you've also got to check the tube sizes. And on this blind, I put a 20mm tube up the one end and a 35mm tube up the other end. Now I'm going to put the end cap on the end of the blind. And what I do to determine whether there's too many runners in or not enough, I always drag 2 runners back at this end. And as you can see, a gap has appeared at the bottom of the headrail. If I dragged it back and it still was like that, and after I've dragged these 2 runners back, it would mean that there's too many runners in here, and then therefore I'd have to take one out. But this one is fine, so I'm going to proceed with putting the star lock on the end. This is to secure the tilt rod to make sure it doesn't come loose from the end cap. Using the pliers, grab the tilt rod, put it to my stomach and secure it on like that. always check to make sure it's tight so that the end cap doesn't come off. Lastly now, I get my metal C-clip and I'm always going to secure it with a last runner like this. As I've just shown you how to make up a classic headrail, that was the first part. The second part is to string it. Let's go. Before you start stringing, there's a few things to check. First of all, you check whether it's the tension system or child safety not applicable. And in this instance, it's a tension system, so therefore we have to use a P-clip. We've also got to check the control length. This will determine what drop we use. And again, on this instance, it's 1400. As you can see underneath my desk, I've got a selection of chains to use. And by here is the 1400, this is the one we're going to use for the job. I always measure the chains out first before I do it, because they're not always exactly the same size. And on this instance it's 1405. And when it's tension system, you always do make the cord 20 mil longer than you're making the chain. So we're going to make the cord 1425. Right, as I said, the drop was 1400. We've determined that the chain is 1405, so we've got to do the cord 20 mil longer. So what you do, firstly, you burn the end, put the cord at the end of the headrail, run it along to the other end of the headrail, pinch the cord in and take it to your desired drop, which is 1425. When you get to 1425, put your finger on it and then run the cord back down to 0 on the measuring tape. And at that point, you double the cord over when you reach the end. That's where you cut the cord. Again, you burn the ends to make it easier for the cord to run through the headrail. Come on, slide on down. As you can see, there's 2 holes there for the cord to go through. I always start by putting the cord through the inside hole. Whether it's left hand or right hand, you always start with the cord going through the inside hole. When the cord comes through the end of the runners, grab the end of the cord using a screwdriver. Pull the cord through, and then make a curve in the cord and fasten it on the end of the cord drive. Now you get your cord and run it along the headrail through the outside hole. As you can see, the cord has come out to the end there, where your cord drive is. Now you run it through, and again there's 2 holes in the end cap. You put it through the outside hole first. Give yourself enough slack, and then get your cord and put it back through the inside hole and run it back along the headrail. As I showed you with a cord, to make a loop in here, I'll show you again. Sort of like a backward C. So it comes through. Pull the slack. And with this part of the cord that's gone all the way through the headrail and come back through, you turn the cord like a normal C. Using your fingers, push down on the cord drive and hold the cord there, and with the outside part of the cord, pull the slack. Then using your clamp, as you can see, it's got a circle on the top which fits on the end runner. Like so. Then you get a screw. Being careful not to push down too hard, because it's easy to snap the cord drive. Now you get your chain, and on this blind it's a left hand control, and by here I've got end sets, right hand and left hand. So you grab the left hand with the wheel. Always put the wheel at the bottom of the chain and wrap the chain around the wheel. If I show you again, the wheel clips in the hole. Then you get your end cap, clip it on. You can see the little arms coming out. They've got to match into those 2 holes. There. So when that's secured on, we're going to use a screw to tighten it to make sure that the end cap doesn't come off. Now you get the chain, give it a little spray in the end set, and you proceed to align the runners. They've all got to be facing forwards when you align them. As you can see, now that I've aligned these, they're all facing straight and they're all turned right, so you know that there's no lazy runners in there. If one of them was facing the other way, you know that you've got to make adjustments so that all the louvers fit on correctly. Now we've got a P-clip here. This is what we use when we use a tension system. And because we've got to meet the safety regulations, we use 2 types of warning triangles. First of all, there's one that goes on the P-clip, like so. Using a chain, clips on. And it also goes on the cord the same way. Then you get your other warning triangle, and as you can see, there's a slit down there. You push the chain through that, and then to make sure that it's not going to come off the chain, we always staple the end. And as you can see, that's secured on there, so it's not going to come off the chain. Then what I do, wrap the chain and the cord around your hand, like so. Grab an elastic band. So it's nice and secure like that. Also, when we make a vertical blend, we've got to put fitting instructions in every order, one sheet per order. And what I do, fold it in half. And secure it in the vertical. No, I gotta bag it up. And then the end, you bag it up. Before you do that, you put the end cap on. Bag it up, and that's how you make a classic white head rail.